Bonnie, Bonnie, Bonnie. Probably, to me, the least scary of the core 4 animatronics, Bonnie has a special place in everyone's heart. Some are terrified, including Scott himself, who got nightmares because of Bonnie while playtesting the game. And then there are those who love him. But despite the slight divide, we all love Bonnie for one reason or another. Hence why there are so many damn versions of this character. And those are what we look into today. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Connor Monroe, and the Titanic moved over liquid water, was powered by water vapor, and then was sunk by solid water. Bonnie has been with the FNAF series from the start, and with that level of dedication comes some promotions, but most of them are gonna be bloody terrifying, so of course we're gonna list them out for you. Reminder, this is a subjective list, so don't come for me saying I should have included this, that, and I'm stupid. Like, this is my list. I can do whatever I want, okay? So chill out. Toxic comments. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get on with today's list of the top 10 scary FNAF Bonnie alternate versions. Let's do it. And at 10, Withered Bonnie. The original Withered animatronic. Withered Bonnie hails from FNAF 2, where the original 5 were broken down and dismantled. Withered Bonnie is the original nightmare animatronic, missing a face and only having 2 red dots for eyes. This would give any of us nightmares when we first saw it enter our office. Withered Bonnie has multiple rows of teeth, which is confusing to me because why would an animatronic that's meant to be an entertainer at a children's pizzeria need more than 1 row of teeth and have those teeth be hella sharp? Withered Bonnie is pretty spooky, but considering how it's the first one and things only get worse from here, I can't really put it anywhere higher, especially when one of the scarier ones is from FNAF World. And at 9, Shadow Bonnie. But that editor put the name though. I don't want to spell that shit out. Shadow Bonnie also made an appearance in FNAF 2, but is more so a main character in FNAF 3, where the character makes an ultimate appearance as a glitched out game character, well, minigame character, and a statue you need to click on to enable the glitched minigame. It's weird. Shadow Bonnie also made an appearance in the FNAF AR game. This character has been all over. RWQFSFASXC is just a pitch black version of Bonnie with glowing eyes and teeth. It's pretty weird when you think about it, and honestly, it could just be the red jump scare from FNAF VR. That could just be Shadow Bonnie. No matter, being just a void of pitch black energy can make any animatronic scary, and honestly, we don't know how Shadow came into being. Yes, I meant to say that, so. There are some theories that it was someone who got spring locked in the suit before Afton, or that someone else got killed, but we don't know for sure, and that makes it even scarier. And at 8, Glitchtrap. Glitchtrap is the code version of Bonnie from the VR game FNAF Help Wanted, where he serves as a main antagonist of the game and a reincarnation of William Afton after his soul latched onto a circuit board containing usable code. He manifests in the game and is somehow able to control certain aspects. He is somehow able to interact with the endings of the game, being the one to stuff us into the Freddy suit. The thing is, like, he wasn't supposed to be in the game, so why does he have such an important role at the end of the game? Then he starts dancing once he's able to kill us and stuff us once again. Glitchtrap is reminiscent of the first suit that William used to kill. The stitch marks on his joints indicate such, and that's really off-putting. Knowing that this is the first instance of William killing someone just sets me on edge. It's scary in another kind of way, the way that sticks with you long after you've closed the game, especially when we see him lure us into a dark room from behind a curtain. Okay? Not trying to like say anything that will get me demonetized, but you know. And at 7, White Rabbit. The White Rabbit is a version of Bonnie first appearing in FNAF World, and while this game is probably the least respected and most hated in the series, my god is this thing terrifying. This is like a miniature version of Bonnie. Not bad, right? Well, the thing is, it's completely white and has sunken black eyes with no pupils. It's kinda like me, except I'm pastier. Yeah, that makes this thing look freaking terrifying, okay? I don't care that you're going to the comments right now to complain that this character is here. It happens every time. Okay, there's at least always 5 people that say, oh, this isn't scary as hell, why are they on this list? Scary is subjective, okay? Anyway, this little white rabbit is one of the scariest versions of Bonnie in the series. It's only higher on the list because of the game, and if it was something like FNAF 4 or another main series title, it would have been scarier, especially like putting it in a situation like that, but nevertheless, it deserves the spotlight. This thing was like 7 feet tall, and coming for me, I'd shit myself. And at 6, Jacko Bonnie. Jacko Bonnie is one damn rascally rabbit. The animatronic is like your typical Bonnie, however, it's missing flesh in all the right places. I still don't know if I should be calling it flesh. It's like not real flesh, but it's their version of flesh. To him it's flesh, but does that make it okay to call it flesh? Whatever, I'm just gonna call it flesh. He glows orange from the inside and he glows hard, like harder than the chorus of All-Star. This animatronic is scary and one of the most intimidating animatronics in the entire series. The only reason it's not higher is because it's not very present in the series. It makes an appearance in FNAF 4's Halloween update and in FNAF VR in the helpy sections of the Pirate's Cove ride and Curse of Dreadbear, where they don't really seem all that intimidating, but that's because I'm really in control of the outcome, and if I get jump scared, it's my fault, not like some weird game mechanic that I couldn't control, like the doors that don't work how they should. Yep, mentioning it again. I hate those doors, man. Halfway through at number 5, Easter Bonnie. Easter Bonnie, aside from being the best pun the series has ever released, is probably the kind of bunny your parents would make you sit with at the mall, but then you'd be crying the whole time. Like Matt from In the Flesh, from the latest in what should have been the final Fazbear Frights book, Bunny Call, which is totally meant to be a fanfic about MatPat, but that's aside the point. Is this his way of asking MatPat if he wants to work on another FNAF VR game? Like, are these Scott's deepest fantasies? Well, no matter, this bunny is creepy. This version of Bonnie hails from the FNAF AR special delivery, and it's basically a white Bonnie with glowing blue eyes, a glowing red mouth, yellow bow tie, and an egg pattern on his stomach. I can't really explain why I find this so unsettling, perhaps because I constantly get chocolate bunnies around Easter time and I don't want to think about eating an animatronic that's trying to kill me, but there's also a chocolate version of Bonnie, from what I can tell, but that one's meant to be eaten, so it doesn't scare me. I don't know, okay? It's weird. It's off-putting. I don't like it. And at 4, Blacklight Bonnie. I have a Blacklight, and the reason I have it is because I had it for a Halloween party, because blacklights seem to make everything scarier. I don't know how, but they do. Now, having a whole animatronic surrounding this concept is going to be terrifying, especially when the main color is pink, such a scary color. The Blacklight animatronics were first just released as toys in promotion for Help Wanted, but they actually do make an appearance. The only reason we know they exist, however, is because of the toys. The Blacklights made their debut in the animatronic repair hard mode, which is basically just the same thing but with hardly any light, so we can't actually see the animatronics, but apparently they are truly the Blacklights. But either way, bright, eccentrically colored animatronics will scare anyone who lives in the dark and is scared of adding color to their wardrobe, like my sister. Only she will understand that joke, and she doesn't watch these videos because she doesn't support her brother, so that's probably wasted. It's a long story. It's not really, but I just don't want to tell it. Getting close to the end, and at number 3, Nightmare Bonnie. Nightmare Bonnie is absolutely freaking terrifying, okay? Have you seen those goddamn teeth? I don't know what little kid was able to imagine this kind of thing while in a coma, if it was the sound discs that were making him see it in a coma or what, but like, holy living crap, this is some messed up garbage. I've never really been scared of Bonnie, okay? Some of these are unsettling, but nothing has really been holy crap, I'm not gonna sleep. But Nightmare Bonnie is literally going to give me plenty of nightmares. Oh, I guess the name checks out then. I would have included Twisted Bonnie on this list, but there's not much official art of the character, and I don't want to screw over the editor, who may be me having to do this, and I don't want to make him use a load of fan art, because you know, we never use fan art. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Technically, fan art's illegal because you're using the IP that you don't own, but that's aside the point. Nightmare Bonnie has been torn to pieces like every man after seeing Chris Evans. Like, how are we supposed to measure up? Yes, pun 100% intended. Nightmare Bonnie is one of the real living embodiments of fear, and these next two aren't gonna make it any easier for my sanity, which is already depleting because the goddamn series. Penultimately, and at number 2, Toxic Springtrap. I didn't include normal Springtrap on this list because officially, thanks to the man in room 1280 from Bunny Call, it is confirmed that William Afton was always alive, thanks to a kid who possessed his body who kept him from dying because he wanted William to suffer more. Everyone kept saying, so you think William was able to stay alive for 30 years behind a wall after getting spring-locked? And every time I said that it wasn't an animatronic, because it's a human who was alive controlling the suit. And I kept saying that it's not the most outlandish thing in the series, and look, I was right. Confirmed. Springtrap is not an animatronic, okay? I needed to gloat. However, Toxic Springtrap from FNAF AR Special Delivery is, because he is a variation on the character instead of being the real Springtrap. Now, I could be wrong here, I haven't played Special Delivery and I don't know the lore behind this, but it appears as if Toxic Springtrap is a separate entity because he does act more aggressively, whereas Flaming Springtrap acts the exact same and would have a canon explanation thanks to the FNAF 6 ending, if he did catch fire at least. Toxic Springtrap has wart-like bubbles all over his skin that appear to be some form of poison that bubbles or something like that. I don't know, it's really gross and nasty and puts me on edge. He's purple, he's like sludge, it's not okay. Finally, in at number 1, System Error Bonnie. System Error Bonnie, or System Error Toy Bonnie, depending on what you want to call it, is one of the creepiest goddamn animatronics in these damn games. Okay, this animatronic is completely red and appears to be glitching, similarly to how Glitchtrap glitches in FNAF VR before you defeat him. This thing is probably the creepiest form of Toy Bonnie ever, and it doesn't help that it looks so menacing. The System Error version of Bonnie is more aggressive, it's angrier, at least it seems that way. I can't explain how this is so creepy, okay? I just saw it and immediately knew it had to be number 1. I didn't even know about it until this list. Maybe I should play FNAF AR on the channel. I don't know, I need room for that though. My apartment's a mess, so I can't do it there. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary Bonnie alternate versions. Which versions scared you the most, and what character should we make an alternate versions list for next? Let me know down below, and on your way down, be sure you hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content, and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.